Welcome, dear viewers, to another captivating episode of Rift Valley Tube, your source for thought, provoking narratives. I'm your host, Suleiman Ali. And before we dive into this intriguing story, I'd like to invite you to be a part of our growing community. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you find our content engaging, and don't forget to share this episode with your friends and family. Now, let's embark on a journey from solidarity to silence. Political solidarity during a mass killing of civilians, especially when another community within the same country remains silent, is a complex and morally charged concept. It involves a collective commitment to shared values, human rights, and the fundamental principles of justice in the face of atrocity and injustice. Let's delve into the details of the moral obligation and make a strong political case for such solidarity. The first and foremost moral obligation is rooted in our shared humanity. Regardless of ethnic, religious, or cultural differences, the protection of innocent lives should always be paramount. When one community is subjected to mass killings and another community remains silent, it raises questions about our commitment to the value of human life. The international community has recognized the responsibility to protect TOOP principle, which asserts that when a government is unable or unwilling to protect its own citizens from mass atrocities, the international community has a moral obligation to intervene. In this context, the silence of one community within the same country can be seen as a failure to uphold this responsibility. Understanding the historical context is crucial. In many cases, ethnic or communal tensions may have deep-rooted historical causes. Acknowledging this history is a moral obligation because it helps us recognize the systemic factors that contribute to violence and provides a basis for addressing them. Silence in the face of mass killings can be seen as tacit approval or complicity. Communities that share a country should feel a moral obligation to prevent further atrocities by speaking out and advocating for an end to the violence. This not only safeguards the targeted community, but also contributes to the stability and unity of the nation. Political solidarity in such circumstances can strengthen the bonds of national unity. When one community openly condemns mass killings and stands in support of the victims, it sends a powerful message that the nation as a whole values justice and human rights over division. On the international stage, political solidarity can increase pressure on the government responsible for the mass killings. It highlights the seriousness of the situation and can lead to diplomatic and economic consequences, urging the government to take corrective action. By breaking the silence and actively opposing mass killings, a community can help prevent further escalation of violence. It can serve as a beacon of hope for those suffering and potentially deter further atrocities. Political solidarity sets a moral standard for all citizens and leaders. It demonstrates that the people of a nation are committed to upholding human rights and justice, irrespective of their own ethnic or communal affiliations. Demonstrating political solidarity can help build trust between communities that may have had historical tensions. It shows a genuine commitment to coexistence and reconciliation, laying the groundwork for a more peaceful future. Political solidarity during a mass killing of civilians is not just a political act, but a deeply moral one. It reflects our shared responsibility to protect innocent lives and uphold the values of justice and human rights. By breaking the silence and actively advocating for change, communities can contribute to a more just and unified nation and exert pressure on those responsible for the atrocities. From solidarity to silence. The Oromo-Amhara predicament. In the tumultuous landscape of Ethiopian politics, where the struggle for freedom against the oppressive Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF, led government once held center stage, the concept of solidarity assumed a profound and enduring significance. This narrative seeks to expand upon the story from the heart of Amhara, particularly in Gondar, where the seeds of solidarity between the Amhara and Oromo communities were sown, only to face a severe test of principles as power shifted from the Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF, to the Oromo People's Democratic Organization, OPDO, under Prime Minister Abiy. When the initial waves of uprising against the Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF, began, the people of Amhara did not merely witness events unfolding in distant regions of the country. They became active participants in the struggle. In a display of unwavering solidarity, they extended their hands to their Oromo counterparts, recognizing that the fight for freedom transcended regional boundaries. Together, they rallied under powerful slogans that resonated with the depth of their unity. The blood that stains Oromia's streets is our blood too. We stand with the Oromo people and the fervent call for the freedom of all Oromo leaders. This potent display of unity exemplified the very essence of solidarity in a shared struggle for freedom.
ስራ ያዘውን ኢንጂነሪንግ ልጄን ነው ያረዱት ልጄን ነው ያረዱት።
እናታችንም አባታችንም ውስጥ ተቃጥለዋል ብለው ጎረቤት ሲያስቸግሩ ልጆቼ ከጎረቤት ሲጮሁ ሲሉ
እንዳለ ንብረት የለው ምን የለው በሸሚዝና በከኔተራ ነው። ወር አልፎናል፣ ልብሳችንን አልቀየርንም። በወጣንባት ልብስ ነው ያለነው።
ጋዝ እያከፈከፉ ማቃጠል ጀመሩ።
ክርስቲያን እዚህ ጋር ያመጣ የሚያቃምሰንን ውጡ፣ ከቤተ ክርስቲያን ውጡ፣ የእምነት ቦታ እንጂ የናንተ መጠለያ አይደለም።
እኔ ህፃን ልጅ ይዤ ነበር። ህፃኑ ቆይ እንጀራ ልብላ አልጠገብኩም እኮ ወሰደኝ። ሰዎቹ ደርሰውብናል።
ምን ያስለቀሰኝ እስካሁን ሰዓት ያየን ሰው ያየን ህግ አካል እንኳን የለም።
እየሞትን እንበዛለን መንግስት ህልውናችንን ካላስጠበቀ ራሳችንን ለማስጠበቅ ሁላችሁ እንገደላለን።
However, as Tigray People's Liberation Front, TPLF, grip on power weakened and the Oromo People's Democratic Organization, OPDO, assumed control, the initial promise of a united front against oppression began to unravel. Prime Minister Abiy, the leader of the Oromo People's Democratic Organization, OPDO, and a symbol of hope for many Ethiopians, took a concerning turn away from the principles of justice and equality that had once fueled the solidarity between the Amhara and Oromo communities. This betrayal cut deep into the hearts of the Amhara people, who soon found themselves facing oppression, mistreatment, and a denial of fundamental freedoms. The optimism that had once defined their unity with the Oromo community was overshadowed by the grim reality of their suffering. In response to this injustice, the entire Amhara region streets once again resounded with the voices of the Amhara people. They did not shy away from confronting the mistreatment they endured under the new leadership. Their protest conveyed a powerful message.
የአማራ የቁርጥ ቀን ልጆች ይህ የአማራ ሕዝብ የአቋም መግለጫ ነው። የአማራ ሕዝብ በማይሰበር ልክ ስለ አንድነት፣ ስለ ሁሉን አቃፊነት ዋጋ ከፍሏል፣ ተሳዷል፣ ተገድሏል፣ ተፈናቅሏል። ሞኝም ፈሪ ሆነን አልነበረም። ሊመጣ ካለው ችግር ሰፊው ሕዝብ ይጠበቅ ዘንድ ነበር። መታገሳችን እንደ ሞኝነት ማመዛዘናችን እንደ ፍርሃት ተቆጥሮ አማራን ያልነካ የማርያም ጠላት የተባለ ይመስል ስለ ኢትዮጵያ ደህንነት በከፈልነው እጥፍ በእኛ ላይ ሰልፍ አልፏል። ያለፈው መንገድ ይበቃል ብለን አማራነትን አንስተን የአባቶቻችንን ሰይፍ ስለን ስለ መገፋታችን ልንፋረድ ዛሬ ተነስተናል። እነሆ ዛሬ በአማራ ሕዝብ ምድር በሙሉ በተካሄደው ሰፊ ሕዝባዊ ሰልፍ ለሚመለከተው ሁሉ ባለ 9 ነጥብ የመጨረሻችንን የአቋም መግለጫ እናስተላልፋለን። እነሆ ዛሬ በአማራ ሕዝብ ምድር በሙሉ በተካሄደው ሰፊ ሕዝባዊ ሰልፍ ለሚመለከተው ሁሉ ባለ 9 ነጥብ የመጨረሻ የአቋም መግለጫችንን እናስተላልፋለን።
Their disappointment was not directed at the Oromo people, who had stood shoulder to shoulder with them in solidarity during the darkest days of the struggle, but rather at the Oromo People's Democratic Organization, OPDO, the leadership that had let them down. This courageous display of resilience reinforced the idea that the core spirit of solidarity could still thrive, even in the face of betrayal and adversity. It emphasized that the Amhara community's commitment to justice and freedom was unwavering, regardless of the political shifts that had occurred. However, the story does not end here. Against the backdrop of the current crisis in the Amhara region, where the Oromo People's Democratic Organization, OPDO-led government has resorted to extreme measures such as violence, mass killing, arrests, and even attacks on innocent children and women, through the use of drones and heavy machinery, a moral dilemma of paramount significance has emerged. Despite the Amhara people's previous demonstrations of solidarity, the Oromo community has largely chosen silence in the face of these appalling atrocities. This silence raises profound ethical questions about the boundaries of solidarity. Can genuine solidarity continue to coexist with unwavering support for a government responsible for such egregious violations of human rights? The question extends beyond the diplomatic realm, delving deep into the heart of Ethiopian politics and challenging the Oromo community to reevaluate their stance and principles in the ongoing struggle for freedom. In this 21st century narrative of Ethiopian politics, The concept of solidarity has transcended its origins to become an enduring force. From the initial partnership between the Amhara and Oromo communities, in the face of TPELF oppression, to the resilience of the Amhara people as they confront their betrayal, the story has evolved into a complex tapestry of shared values, aspirations, and at times, ethical quandaries. As the crisis in the Amhara region persists, the issue of solidarity remains a central concern. Can the Oromo community, who once received the unwavering support of the Amhara and proudly declared, "The blood that stains Oromia's streets is our blood too," find a way to align their fundamental principles of justice and human rights with the actions of the Abdold government? The response to this critical question holds significant implications for the future of Ethiopian unity and the enduring struggle for freedom that has persevered across generations. In a world where the bonds of solidarity are tested and redefined, the story from Amhara stands as a poignant reminder of the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring hope for a united Ethiopia, where freedom and justice reign supreme. It is a testament to the fact that while political landscapes may shift, the unbroken chain of solidarity between communities can serve as a beacon of hope and a catalyst for change. The stance of the Oromo community in the face of the crisis in the Amhara region carries implications for the broader struggle for freedom and democracy in Ethiopia. If divisions emerge among ethnic groups that had once united against tyranny and oppression, it may weaken the collective effort to bring about democratic reforms and uphold human rights in the country. The struggle for freedom that has endured for generations could face significant setbacks. The moral question presented here is not just a matter of political allegiance. It touches upon the core values and principles that underpin any just society. The Oromo community, who had once proudly stood in solidarity with the Amhara, now faces a deeply moral decision. The outcome of this dilemma will shape not only the immediate situation in the Amhara region, but also the trajectory of Ethiopian unity and the overarching struggle for freedom and justice in the nation. It is a question that transcends politics, urging reflection on the very essence of human rights, justice, and unity in a diverse and complex society. Can the Oromo community, like the Amhara did during the Tigray People's Liberation Front-led government, now, in good conscience, support the Amhara while upholding their principles of justice, equality, and human rights? Thank you for joining us on this enlightening exploration of the Oromo-Amhara predicament, a story of solidarity and the challenges it faces. If you've been moved by today's narrative and want to stay connected with Rift Valley Tube, please subscribe to our channel, like this video to show your support, and share it far and wide to spark meaningful conversations. Together, we can make a difference. Until next time, I'm Suleiman Ali, signing off.